my heart cave in. I got my scars. I've been to hell and back again. Born for the blue skies, we'll survive the rain. Born for the sunrise, we'll survive the pain. We're singing, hey, you can't count us out. We've been running up against the crowd. Yeah, we're the dark horses. We're singing, wait, it's not over now. We've been down, but we've never been out. Yeah, we're the dark horses. Found a way out. The city takes everything.
All right, welcome back to Wendigo Studios coverage of the area iRacing, the CNC logging truck series. I'm Harold Darner, your executive producer, joined tonight by Ken Kushwa, the voice of Wendigo Studios, and Dylan Young coming back to us for the first time in season number 2. Guys, we're here in the desert battling it out here at Phoenix, which was our championship race at the end of season number 1. So we've been here once before.
Yeah, and the return to the busted oval. That's what I'm calling it. The track that fell apart somewhere along turns 3 and 4 or 1 and 2, or however you want to look at it from the old days and new days, but the busted oval it is.
Basically,
Yeah,
a
it definitely
different
feels
track.
great to be back in the booth. Too. So it feels great, and I'm very happy to be back in the booth there after a long wait there.
Yeah. So tonight, welcome to the Valley of the Sun in Avondale, Arizona. The gem in the desert has been shining since its debut in 1964. With its unique design and beautiful surroundings, this track has earned its reputation as one of the top visits on the area calendar, with last year's being the championship finale, which we saw crown Brad Slaughter Jr. here at this funky, weird-shaped 5-turn oval, which I think is kind of interesting because you have a like 1.5 speedway on turns 1 and 2, and then you get a funky like short track feel over here 3-4 in the dog leg.
It looks like somebody's wearing a clubfoot shoe. I mean, it's just weird looking. I don't know what else to say, man, but I like the track. I love the racing, and I certainly love when they dive down and try to take, half the corner away.
Oh yeah, the dive underneath the apron through the dog leg, where we're going five wide last night with the Cup Series. So I wonder what the trucks are going to be doing tonight.
They'll jam as many as they can down there. I mean, there's no doubt about it. It'll be an interesting time there, that's for sure. I'm sure Dylan's going to enjoy this just as much as we are, as we get to call all the chaos. Especially since what you're telling me is last night was, well, it was a fest.
Well, we talked about it before, Ken.
Last week, I should say, but yes.
No, yesterday. You was talking about last night. We were here last night.
Yeah, that's right.
But the thing about it, Ken, I told this to Hunter several times last night, was I think we got spoiled. I really do. Area iRacing League was averaging 35 drivers in the Cup and the Truck Series. And we were going 2 cautions was about the average each night when we were running about 50% races. I mean, we were running 2-hour events and we were doing green flag pit stops, and I was thoroughly impressed with the drivers' ability to get around each other. I think this year everybody knows that the points are so tight, and saw what happened at the end. They're just trying to get some wins early, which is causing a little bit of nerves and clashing maybe before it should be, which is causing the early caution count to be as high as it is. A lot of new people, as you said.
Well, and not only that, you got a ton of new people. You got a brand new automobile that they're driving on a Monday. So half the guys wouldn't know whether it's going to go left, right, up, down, third, into the third row. So you got to give the guys in the Cup Series a little bit. These trucks, oh, no. These trucks, these guys are bad all the time. I love the way they race. And typically, I say this, they behave themselves. But tonight, on the busted oval, you never know. And by the way, real quick, before anybody else chimes in, I'm sorry. Transcendent, no, you are my hero. That's all I'm saying. Over on the chat, they're saying that Cushy is my hero, and so
Wow.
I'm giving it right back to them.
Wow.
They're mine. They're my heroes. So, Dylan, it'll get crazy, Dylan.
man.
There'll be
You're
things. Yeah.
special there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So also, we have Daytona. The winner was James Shanewolf, so he gets to, locked himself in early.
He did.
So how does that affect, you think, maybe how James Shanewolf is going to attack the rest of this season before the playoff cutoff?
Well, my guess would be that he's gonna try different things. He can now do pit strategy any way he wants to. He can now do. I mean, he's literally got an opportunity, almost the key to the kingdom, to try something new. And I think Dylan, that's what we're gonna see. These guys, every time somebody wins, I believe they're just gonna try something new every time to kind of throw it off. I don't know what you think as far as the strategy goes, but if I'm winning and I'm already in, I'm gonna do everything.
Absolutely, yeah. This track, obviously, like you mentioned before, that dog leg really is definitely something these drivers are going to take full advantage of. And one thing that also really can take play there is, so you could say the former turn 1 of NASCAR, you could say turn 3 of how it is now, but that's going to really be the breaking point there. You can see a bump and run come off that corner. It's very possible there, and these drivers know there's a lot on the line when it comes to any race, and we may see a last lap pass coming on by. We'll see what's the case there. But, man, I'm looking forward to this. I'm so excited. I really am. I got the jitters, but I'm feeling great, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Looking at the number 81 Lumar car here with Brad Slaughter, the Elwood Designs esports driver from Columbus, Georgia, who was our last year's winner.
Good to see his Lumar back on there. I know that's something that he does, so good to see that on there.
And then, so Hearn up to the top with Nick Trader, so a lot of names that we did see last season, doing what they do constantly by staying out in front.
I wanted to point out too, Harold. So last week, second place was Tyler Hallman, and I know last year he went up, down, up, down, up, down. Great start for him, by the way, to kind of kick off the season coming in second place. And it'll be good to see if he's one of those guys that can carry that momentum into this race and then the races after that.
Right. So 130 laps tonight for 130 miles. For the Cactus 130 for the CNC Truck Series. We have Ken and his special buddy will be showing up sometime throughout the night. You did bring him, didn't you?
Oh, he's out there. He's
Okay.
Currently getting a hot dog and something to drink. But, yeah, he loves Phoenix. Again, it's another warm track. But because of the coat that he wears, he can kind of blend into the scenery. So
Okay.
Yep, but he's probably up on the hill there, up there.
Rattlesnake Hill?
Rattlesnake Hill.
Just
yep.
watching down. Okay.
Yeah.
So are we gonna? Do you guys? I mean, let's talk about over and under for cautions. Ken, I know you're saying that these drivers will ultimately keep their heads on straight and have a good race tonight. Dylan, what are you thinking as far as, like I told you last night, heavy cautions for almost half of the laps, 72 of the 150 under caution with the Cup car.
I think we're actually going to see a really good race. I think I'm gonna go wild of a bold prediction here. I'm gonna probably say 3 cautions at the most. I think so.
Ken?
You know what? I'm kind of with Dylan on this one. I don't see. I mean, I really don't see these guys getting too much out of control. But I'll go one step further. I'll say 4 cautions tonight. They'll probably shock us, even though they're doing crazy stuff in practice. They'll probably shock us, but I'm saying 4 is most that we'll see tonight.
All right. So from the producer's chair, I'm going to say these guys are going to do it in 2.
There you go.
I think
That's
we're
easy
going
for
to have an early and a late. That's my prediction. Larry McReynolds' prediction. We're going to have somebody do it like something really weird to start this thing off, and then there's going to be something within like 10 to go that's going to break the bank. But all right, cautions are. All this talk of cautions, we're now going into qualification. As Brad Slaughter here. Here's our weather presented by LottiesTravelWorld.com for the Cactus 130. 72 degrees in the air, 75 on the track, 34 degrees humidity, and the winds are out of the northeast at 7 miles per hour. And we are on April the 5th. We are in the right time now at 6:08 Mountain Time. in the sim. So we actually got the right date. So that's probably why it's kind of, cool here because of the time of year,
Nice.
So
Well, and that's why my hairy friend likes to come out at this time of the year, because not too hot, not too steamy. Fur doesn't get matted or anything like that. So time for
last year's winner,
Just right.
our champion here, Brad Slaughter, taking to the grid. Right now, I have one driver, the number 21, that's going to provide an in-home view. That's Mr. Eric Wineland.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Fuel Conserve himself.
That's right. That's exactly right. Shout out to Gary. Gary, I'm not ignoring you. I saw you, brother. And you're more than welcome. I have some other crazy pictures anytime you want them. So saw you on there and appreciate you checking in already. That's Rowdy Burns for anybody who's looking at the Twitch thing. That's who I'm talking to.
Yep. So Bobby Tinch to the top of the leaderboard. Brad Slaughter knocks him off.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
Nice
job, Bobby. Oh, crap. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Zach Swicegood, we were talking a little bit about him before the broadcast began. The number 95 was one of the drivers that fail to drive himself in qualifying. And we talked about I said it was 2/10 separated the field at Daytona. So it wasn't like he was completely off pace, but was just not in it at the time. So two drivers, it was a total of three drivers were not able to race. He was one of those. Tonight doesn't look like that's going to be an issue because we will drive up to 43 drivers.
Well, I see that Just Gigolo is now in second place. Blake Gigolo. You know what I want to call him.
Yes.
Man.
Harold won't let me. Harold won't let me. So
Rick Christensen here in the number 10 ride, taking his laps, puts himself up to the third spot.
there's some different names up in this top 10 right now. So
Here's your buddy Colin Willems.
yep.
Willems. Oh, I got a good guy here for you.
I'd like to talk to him once,
There you go.
There's a face right there. There's a face that only I and Mother and some other people can love.
I
mean,
find
that's
it funny. He talks about how much he loves Ford, and he's wearing an Ally hat.
I know.
That's
okay.
very intriguing there.
Well, maybe he got his loan through them to iRace. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, well, as Dylan was saying, you might need a loan just to be subscribed to iRacing.
Oh, heck yeah. Well, Hunter Collier's group is already on. David, thanks so much for checking in, and we will certainly keep an eye on him. He's qualifying pretty good right now, so. Last week's winner on the track. Honestly, if I'm James Shanewood, Harold, you got to be happy with the kind of start he had.
It takes the whole pressure, the whole season off.
Yeah, I mean, he can literally just do, and he's so good at dropping back, coming forward. He knows how to work it just as good as anybody else. I see Mr. Hearn has shot to the number one spot.
Of course, it didn't take long either. Fambro there, Beckner up to the top behind as his folks chime in on the Twitch chat. They're watching, and he just put it up there to the second. And he's not driving watermelons.
Yeah, where did the watermelons go? I want them back. He's so easy to find when he's driving watermelons. When he's not, So
Ooh, slide. Hold on, Nolan.
Nope.
Ow.
Bam. No, there was no way.
Oh, right in the wall.
Yeah. Why don't you go interview?
Yeah, he definitely got a little slip coming off turn 3.
Go interview him on how he
Or
felt
turn
about
2,
that.
he definitely got a slip off.
Yeah, Tyler Hallman, you said he was the bridesmaid last week.
He was, but that's a good start for him. Like, that's something that he really needed, I think.
Kind of capitalizing on the momentum he had at the end of the season, last season.
Absolutely. He was coming on at the end, so.
Man, a lot of things going on the racetrack right now. Nick Trader to the top of the board. And he has a 26.736, so a 26.7. They're about 1.1 seconds ahead of the final driver of Cody Moore with a 27.8.
Wow.
Or, I mean,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, 1.1 second differential there. That's a pretty big one. Tyler Hallman putting down a lap of 27, pretty much flat there. From Pottstown, PA.
Yeah, we're seeing some drivers hit the 26 mark mainly, but nothing on the 27, or at least going a little over 27. But I'm telling you, it's just the ones that are hitting that 26 mark, those are the guys you really want to keep an eye on the most. I feel like at the end of the day, those are the guys that are really going to go out there and really battle it out for this win there. And for the most part, Beckner's been the one that's been pretty consistent from what I've been seeing through practice and qualifying. Same with Slaughter as well.
Yeah, I think what you'll see more than anything is you'll see the guys that are typically always there. They're going to run what they're going to run, and half of them won't even qualify when they do it. They come from behind because they know they can do it. But there's a lot of guys that have not touched the track as of yet. That
6 drivers have yet to touch the racetrack.
So
That'd
that's
be Caps, Kaneda, Grant, Steimer, Buds, and Wineland.
Eric's probably primping himself, getting ready for the in-car camera look.
No, Wineland's probably waiting for the sun to change the temperature on the track. You know him; he'll wait till the last possible second.
All right, Barker, JR Barker 45, Brad's grandfather checking in, and Granddad, he's currently sitting in 6th right now as far as qualifying goes.
Had a good run. Had a good run yesterday to back up his win.
Yep. And then there is a request that if we get time, Harold, to zoom in on Travis's name above his door window.
Yeah, we'll have to get to that once he's back on the racetrack. Not there right at the moment, so.
No, he's currently in there probably,
He's in the garage right now, so.
Garaging it.
Oh, yeah.
As Adam Caps, the 55. Whoa, and a little round she goes. I was going to say that Adam Caps, he is Elite Entertainment's owner, even though he's not actually on the team.
He elitely hit the wall, too.
He did. Up. Here we go. Here's Mr. Wineland. Let's get in to the end.
Let's take a look at him on the inside.
Okay. What's the deal here, buddy? Did you turn it off?
He didn't do his hair yet. I'm telling you, his hair's not right.
He turned it off, apparently, because it was on. I did check that earlier.
Harry said it was horrible last night. Couldn't touch the brakes, so that could have caused a whole lot of issue.
Yeah. So he must have had an issue and lost his connection to his webcam. So we do not have an in-cam tonight.
Whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, whatever.
Up to 16th is Eric Wineland.
I think it's Dylan's fault. I mean, we've heard of the curse of the booth, but I mean, he's been away from us for so long. I mean, could that have caused Eric's problem?
I don't know. Maybe.
Not to throw you under the bus, Dylan, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it was working fine earlier. I'm just.
All right. Looks like everybody has put in a lap that
I see how it
wants
goes
to.
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we got like at 42 drivers. 4 of them have chosen not to qualify. Transcendent is basically saying that Nick is looking to redeem himself or basically take revenge on this track from the championship race last season.
I would like Nick to do that too. That would be very nice.
So,
I'd like to see him do that.
Let's get to gridding.
Let's gridding.
You guys start us off there, Mr. Kushwa.
All righty. Well, inside of row 1, as we just said, Nick Trader and Cameron Hearn on his outside. Row number 2, Travis Beckner, Colin Fambro on the outside of that. Inside of row 3, Mr. Ryan Hartz and Brad Slaughter Jr. On the outside of that, row number 4, there's Mr. Hunter Collier, and then Just a Gigolo on the outside of row 4. And then row number 5, James Shanewoolf, last week's winner, and Mr. Rick Christensen on the outside of them.
Go ahead there, Mr. Dillon.
Starting in row number 6, we got the 22. Forgive me, because I think it's the first time I've had dealt the name for of Corcoran, I believe is how you pronounce it.
Close enough. You're good. Yeah.
He'll forgive you, Sean.
Yeah,
He's all right.
I'm sorry.
He'll be fine.
If you hear me on the stream, I apologize there. And on the outside is the 14 of Hawkins. And row number 7, we have the 70 of Christopher. And on the outside, the 12 of Litzenberger. In row number 8, we have the 19 of Anna Sogak. And the outside, I know, I'm professionalism. And on the outside, we have the 21 of Wineland. In row 9, we have the 42 of Taylor Hallman. And on the outside, we have the 11 of Martin. And the inside of row number 10, we have the 66 of Tinch. And the outside of him is the 17 of Willems.
Yeah, Danny Ware, number 18, the inside of 11. Outside him is Swice Good in the 95. Inside of row 12, Swan. Outside him is Horn. Roderick, it's AJ, the 56, inside of Mr. Bell in row 13. He's holding the 77. Vollmer and Moffitt are going to be in row 14. In the back here in row 15 is Irvin and Cochran, sorry. Woo, I'm guessing it up now. All right, there you go, Ken. Finish this up, man.
Row 14, I got Mr. Mullins on the outside, or on the inside, Newton on the outside. I can't talk now. Row 17 in the 51 is Hartman, and the outside of him is Nolan Neiman, who found the wall. Mr. DeLong on the inside of row 18, and Cody Moore in the 52. Coey in 19 on the inside. Mr. Caps, who we talked about a moment ago, on the outside. And there is Garrett Grant. Guaranteed he'll come up through the, even though he's...
Got to hurry up. Steimer, and we got the restart zone going right here. Buzzing Canada, and we're off.
Whatever.
Hey, it's a short track, so we had like no no second lap here. So here we go. Nick Trader starting off the inside. Green flag racing. Go ahead, Ked. Pick it up.
Oh, can I pick it up now? Okay, here we go. Coming out of there.
Oh, no, and around goes the 98. Woo!
Oh, man. Oh, they're wrecking hard off turn 2.
There was that early caution I was talking about.
Early? How we didn't make it to the line?
Definitely took out some people.
That was the 98 Hunter Collier
We didn't even
that I
complete
saw.
the first lap. We didn't even get off of turn 2.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to mention, too, like, turn 2 looked like a lot of drivers were just getting slick off the corner, and that looks like another case of it right there.
The number 98 of Collier right here. Keep an eye on him. He's going to go up and sliding to the wall. As you said, here's turn 1 and 2 in the corner. He might get some help. Oh, with these loses.
Oh, no, he just breaks it.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, and then he gets help around. So, yeah, loose condition for that race car. No fast repairs in areas, so that's going to be very costly for the number 98 first thing.
And Danny Ware, the 18, right into it right off the bat. I mean, that guy, you want to talk about a guy that gets hot then needs a break. He got real hot at the end of last year, and now he starts off again. Wrong place, wrong time, and nothing he can do about it.
Wow. Rowdy Burns and Dom DeLeo are both like, we went further. Yeah, you guys got to turn 3.
Yeah, nice job, boys. Yeah. One turn farther. Of course, you had 76 caution laps.
72.
But whatever. They know what they know I'm going after him.
Oh, they said lap 7 was the first. I thought we actually had the first lap caution. Mr. Barker, just so you know, I'm getting older and they're all kind of blending, so.
We're blending. Blending.
Blending,
I don't know if I'm going to say anything because, I mean, if I try to say something,
I'll cut you off.
I either have a malted egg in my mouth or you cut me off or someone crashes. I mean, I'm just going to sit here and meditate while everybody else does what they got to do. I mean, gosh.
Wow. Oh,
We're blending.
considering this is a short track, they only had one. Well, it's considered a short track, but in iRacing, I guess they have it as not a short track because it only has one
A
lap.
mile.
It has only one pace lap. Short tracks usually have two,
Oh, okay.
Yep.
which is
Well,
why
thank
was
you
why we
for
were
that, Harold.
why we were rushing to get through the grid. That's why.
So the
Yeah,
free
it went
and
by
D-
really. It went by quicker than expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm coming to the green here in just a moment, so I won't say anything until that man waves his arm completely out of his socket.
He's good at that.
He is indeed.
He is.
Vern is back on track, one lap down, but Hunter Collier and Justin Anasogok are meditating still in the pit lane. All right, here they come.
Oop, a little
And-
early. There we go.
No, here comes
Here
the
they
flag.
are.
Wait for it. Wait for it. He's late on the swinging. What
Yeah.
the
There it
heck?
goes.
That's it. He's fired. Let's get a new flagman.
And Travis Beckner up to the second spot now.
Yeah, he cleared that 8 car. Or 8 truck, excuse me, definitely cleared that top position for the lead. Watch out for turn 2, man. That's gonna be that big trouble spot once again. Hopefully they get by it this time, and it looks like they are gonna get by. That's a good sign
Yeah.
right there.
We're gonna come across the line for a real lap. Woohoo! All right, there we go.
Right.
Now they can wreck again if they want. I mean, at this point, we
Trader
got
to
a
the
lap,
top.
man. Yeah. Travis Beckner slid his way into second place. Cameron Hearn behind him in third, and Hart's in fourth.
All right, Mr. Baker, we're not gonna. I'm only 51, but I tell you, the days start to blend. Like,
Yeah, he's younger
caution
than
out
I am.
again.
All right. I'd like to change my number. What I meant to say was 43 cautions, not 4 cautions.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
So I'm looking at Quinn Newton, Jeffrey DeLong, Rick Christensen, James Litzenberger.
All new
sorry.
names.
Yeah.
All new names. Yep.
So I'm on here right now
Turn
with
2.
Quinn Newton and at 43. They
Oh,
collect
my
each other,
Goodness gracious.
and then I think the track starts to black
43
up.
definitely looked like he lost it there.
Yep.
Like he definitely had on the high line where that car's really just started to snap right there.
Well, Harold, do you have the telestrator so you can really show us what happened?
I do have it. So about right here is the 43, and he
Attaboy.
comes down into, and then around tandem, spinning,
Don't forget the 20.
spinning, and spinning. Oh yeah, and the 20
Yeah,
comes
there you go.
comes like that.
There you go. Thank you. Telestration
Just enough
developed
of a
by
bump.
Harold Darner. Yeah.
There's a little bump there. It's all right. All right, back to the live coverage and see lots of people on pit lane, but already at the 2 that I said we were gonna get, so I'm not looking good. Mr. Elwood yesterday said every time he came to the track or to watch the broadcast, we were under caution. So
Well, welcome to the caution, Alan.
another demolition derby. Hopefully these guys will start to realize we got a long time here.
Apparently not, because we have how many in the pits right now?
Looks like
Looks like we're seeing
38, 39.
2?
Yeah, we got right now we got Kirstensen, Litzenberger, Vollmer, Collier, and
Vollmer's gone
Anasoda.
now.
Yeah,
Vollmer just left us. Vollmer's left the building.
No. Vollmer
Uh-oh.
is I'm done, he says. Drop due to an upload packet loss is what it says. So
I hate when I lose my packets. I don't even know what they are, but I hate when I lose them. Okay. Well, the melee shall ensue in just another moment or two, folks.
all right, so we're
Another
off.
fun day in paradise out here.
Yeah.
All right, we would like to thank Elite Entertainment LLC for their support of the Elite Entertainment Cup Series and all of us here in the area. Be sure to check out the Elite Entertainment LLC on Facebook and book them to DJ your next event. So we need to reach out to Mr. Cap, see if he'll come up from South Carolina, because it's a little bit far for him, but, you know, we might be able to use the services with the
Yeah,
youth series, with our youth group, yeah.
absolutely.
Put him to work.
Absolutely. We'll have to talk to him about that. And Alan, that's messed up that you already posted Caution flags in the chat. Oh man.
He's just keeping everybody honest. That's all.
Oh yeah. All right, Justin. I mean, how do you feel about the race so far, man? 9 laps in, and we've got 2 cautions. Woo!
They're happening right about what they did yesterday. About mid-pack back is where all the issues were ensuing. Guys not realizing that yes, you can drive below the yellow line, but sometimes the car doesn't like that, and the reaction we're seeing of a snap car or losing the grip, and around she'll go. Sometimes staying away from there is probably a good thing to do till the heat gets in the tires, cycle through.
Why don't we let Dylan call this one into turn 1? Maybe that'll be the luck.
Oh, okay. We need Dylan to call
Well, we'll
us
see,
out of the
right?
race.
Go ahead, Dylan. You take him into turn 1 this time and see how we do it.
All right,
Otherwise,
I like the sound of that.
yeah.
So we're going to see all the drivers double file here, getting ready to take that green flag on a restart.
Into the
I can tell you that eight truck looks like he's about ready to take that jump, man. You can see it. And we are back underway, green flag racing.
All right.
Now, hopefully everyone's going to be able to calm down here.
Well, we'll just watch and see.
So 8 once again got another good start right there.
Yeah, he seems to have a really good jump on to kind of stay out there, but Cameron Hearn and Travis Beckner, they're gonna give him a run right now.
Yeah, definitely. So battle for the lead.
He can't
You see
protect
that
both
6-7?
sides.
Trying to take advantage of that dog leg too. Oof.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Say that 6-7's hoping that caution does not come out again, man, especially coming off this turn. Got a really good run coming off that second turn heading into 3. Really going to arc it into the corner there, though. That 8's getting a good run on that outside, though. They're having a really good battle for the lead, though. That's impressive.
look who's
Well,
on the
young-
top.
Yep.
Fastest
Young
lap.
gun on the top.
Fastest lap was James Shanewolf.
Where's
Wow.
James? He's what? In sixth.
7th right now. Yeah.
6th or 7th, yeah. So. All right. Well, Nick Trader has done his due diligence and held that Cameron off and Travis off for now. Doesn't mean it won't change here real quickly, but so far so good. So Nick Trader takes over, leads that, continues to lead. In 4th, Ryan Hartz and Colin Fambro has moved into 5th place, along with Giglio, and then Mr. Slaughter. Some of the top 10 we know, huh? You know? Familiar with most of the top 10 right now. Danny Ware somehow is still out there after tagging that one guy. So kudos to Danny Ware in the 18 truck.
But Cameron is taking away the bottom line for Trader, pulls back in line.
Yeah, I don't think that's there yet. I feel like that's something where Nick is running currently. He seems to have a lot more ability to kind of hold him off up in that middle groove, so to speak. Doesn't need to have to go all the way down low to hold him off. But
Looks like Cameron Hearn is looking high to low coming into that turn 1 and 2. Took the high line down to a very late apex, trying to get the run off of turn 2. Wasn't able to do it there, but I think he's sniffing to where the better line is right now.
I agree. And again, it's early, so he's going to try different things until he's comfortable. Things have calmed down a little bit. They seem to have lined up a little better. Gary seems to think that they're practicing for the dirt at Bristol.
Which is next week.
Yeah, it might be a little too early for
Yep.
that, but
Oh,
Which is going to
boy.
be very interesting. Dirt Bristol will be a very interesting event next week. All 3 series. Side by side now on the backstretch.
see, it looks like he gave that. It looks like he switched up. Now Nick is down low, Cameron on the outside, but it does not seem to work the same for Cameron.
You can tell Nick really using that inside line, is really trying to get that extra grip there, trying to get that pass. And tell you what, though, that 8 thought he had it, and all of a sudden that 6-7's getting run on the high line coming off
There
the
he
2,
goes.
and he made that work.
Swings around him, but Travis
Nice pass.
Beckner wants a piece of this action too.
Yeah, Beckner's just hanging around behind just a little bit there, but I'll tell you what, though, those 3 definitely have been really good there. Beckner kind of was chilling the back a little bit of the main top 10, and now all of a sudden he's right up here where it matters the most, and he's trying to get second from that 8 truck, and I don't know, man, he's trying hard, but that 6-7's got to be enjoying that view behind him there. The more they battle, that more he's going to run away right there.
Well, and that's to be expected. Cameron Hearn is someone that once you give him the open and clean air, he's going to run for a while out there. Doesn't quite mean that he'll finish there, although a lot of times it does. But he's starting to pull away now from Nick and Travis, and trying to gap that a little more. You see a slower truck up in front of them, so I have a feeling that won't play much of a part in anything coming up. 2 trucks in front of them. So Curtis
So far,
looks
for the most
like
part, we're
he
seeing
came back.
a single foul coming on out too. So not really any big battles going on, except once again for that lead. But nowhere close though.
Oh, the 3 of hearts
Oh, there goes the
sideways.
3 around.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good save though. Wow.
And
And he
nobody
didn't
got
collect
into him.
anybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Went right to it. That was the caution, but nobody collected. So good job by Hearts to lock it down.
And good
Yeah,
job
that
by
was
everybody else
good wheel
not to drill him.
ability right there.
Yep. Yep.
So already at the point that I'm out
You're
of this. I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
And-
And
Well,
one
there's
more,
3
one
for me.
more, yeah, one more, and Dylan's done. And I have
no
a
kidding.
feeling I'm not going to make it either. So
leaders down on pit lane here. Trader staying out, but Hearn and who was that? Beckner
Beckner, Fambro,
yeah,
yep.
a lot of people coming down, but Trader staying out. I wonder who looked at yesterday's. Yesterday, Weishart went over 100 laps before he pitted the first time.
Really?
Yeah, because of the caution.
Yeah, but see, I don't think the trucks are even going to be anywhere close to that.
Yeah, they have a smaller fuel cell. Also, new to area this season, they are running full fuel cells instead of the 50% fuel cells. So there'll be less There'll be less pitting involved than there was last season.
Indeed, but the tires aren't going to, I just don't think the tires on these trucks are going to hold out the same way that they did on the ability to, even with cautions, these guys.
Yep.
I still think they're going to have to pit through this. So now, who does it benefit? Any guys that were caught in the early 2 accidents or 3 accidents? Well, nobody got caught up here other than Hart spinning out, but the other 2 accidents where trucks were involved. I mean, those guys that just did some tapping and things like that, they can stay out and gain considerable positions considering how many people came down pit lane.
Right. Rowdy Burns reminding me that about 30 of those laps were green. So,
Yeah.
like,
Exactly right. Oh, we got the entire family now talking back and forth. Hey, Brad's mom, and then of course Brad's pawpaw. Yes,
it's like,
we're all on that.
what was that show? The Waltons. Night Jim Bob. Night
Night Bad Brad's mom. Night J.R. Barker. Night Brad.
They've taken over the chat.
Yeah, that's okay. Take it over. It's all yours. Yep. I'm glad that everybody's on there, and we have such a good following. 37 tonight so far, Harold.
Yeah.
Maybe I haven't shared it. That might be the problem. I feel bad. I feel terrible. I don't know what I was doing, so I'm gonna do it right now.
Failing your job.
I am.
Let me talk
man.
to your boss.
Okay, go ahead. You have a conversation with him.
I was gonna say, like that's not good, man. Come on.
I done did shared it.
That-
Okay, there's plenty of people will be joining us here in just a moment now. Now that I've shared it.
So Mr. Barker now going to say night to us. So that's cool. He recognized us in the booth. I like it.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Mr. Barker. You hang in there. I don't want you to go to sleep yet because Brad's in
Brad's
second.
in second. That's right. Now we saw something yesterday. The high line, because the restart is in the corner, and he can't jump Nick, so he's gonna have to kind of hold off. And it's caused the outside line to really be slow off the starts here.
Yep.
And we
yep.
can't change lanes as well. That's another issue. You'll see about a car lane open up. It's behind Mr. Trader, and you'll see Slaughter want to go in it, but he'll remember that I can't do that until I cross the straight.
Coming to the Geico start area.
4 area.
Right there. The area for area.
That restart zone.
The Geico research zone. Yep.
The area for area.
Back in
There
the
we
way.
go.
8 to a good run off there, and the 81 right behind him. Mr. Giglio down there in the 16 underneath the 18 of Danny Ware. You said
Yep.
Danny Ware doesn't look like he has a lot of damage on that truck. Looks like he's doing just good.
I saw the 18 go through there, but it could have been an anomaly. Who
And
knows?
I don't know. Maybe he really wasn't there.
Maybe he wasn't.
Maybe all that baby oil just let the car slide off him.
I don't know if that happened or not. That's a good point.
Another caution.
Okay, you're done, Dylan.
There goes mine. Yep. That means Ken's on the hot seat there. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we all know I'm not. There's no way. If we've already done
Whoa,
this,
what the heck? That was I got back that up. Who was that? Look at this in front of Swan. Here's 37. That's Cliff Mullins. Try to back it up and see what happened there, because he definitely watch him around this corner and the spitting. Oh no, he got a little tag there by Nolan Neiman.
Yep.
And but he was able to collect it. Now the 1 and the 15 are together. Down here, look at the 195 down there, 3 wide now. 95 hits the 1. And
Wow.
And it's a 28. I'm trying to see what else was there. Is that all that was? Because I don't see. The other one was Swice Good. If I can find him.
Well, Swice Good's in the 90 with Ryan Swan. So that 95 truck is Swice
Okay.
Good. Swan up there in the 1.
Oh, whoa, we saw something in the back here. There's something. I saw a truck.
Yes, another spin. I think that was the.
It's like
So-
it was behind him here. The 20 or there's the 55 of Adam Capps.
And he just disconnected, so.
So we see Nolan nudge the 37.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
there's the Adam Capps in the
The
55, and
37
he
got
just loses
punted right
it.
there.
And the 55 just kind of loses it, and that's where we were under caution, was the 55 Adam Capps.
Yeah, he about hit the wall, but he had some good control as well, just to save right there. That was a very close call there. He seen that little piece of wall coming right from him. He had to, no, don't want to be in that situation. Hit the gas or hit the brake, turn it around. Don't hit the wall there. Nice control there.
Brad's mom says that we're kind of too funny. We're bringing it, comparing them to the Waltons. They got a chuckle out of that.
Well, we're here for your enjoyment. Absolutely. By the way, I want to give a shout out to Hunter Collier. He jumped on the general chat. Most people can't see him over there, but he said, sorry to anyone I got in that wreck at the start, got forced down low, clipped the apron and spun. So yeah, see y'all next week. Hunter, great job. You know, it wasn't
owned
probably your fault, but you owned it anyway. So
Owned it.
kudos to you, my friend. Cody says he's here for Brad. Do you want to be a part of the Waltons family, Cody, or just, I mean, you know, you tell us how you get in
He's
there.
part of the Slaughter family.
I'm See, you just got to ruin it. You know, I'm done, Harold. I quit. I'm leaving. Dylan, it's all you now. You got 4 pit cautions. You, as long as they don't have another one, you're good to go. You win. You know, God,
All right.
it's
I
hard.
like the sound of this.
Hard these days.
I see this as
Hard.
an absolute win.
No, never mind. I'm staying. I'm not letting you win just because of that. Nope.
Nope.
Harold just need to learn to behave himself.
Oh man.
That's right.
Well, that's what I'm
Uh-oh.
trying. Somebody needs to call all the crew chiefs to the Red Hauler and explain to them that we're trying to race.
Dylan, get on that. Let's go. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, right. Just
Get him.
Hey,
Get
man,
them
what are you
owners
doing?
on the horn.
Oh man.
And a
There's
Sogok
probably-
has his straight out of Alaska crew saying he only needs about 19 cautions to get weighted around to the front.
Well, 25 more cautions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 19, 20 cautions will do it. Yep.
Yeah. All right, back to the restart zone.
There we go.
Mm.
The 8, as usual, gets an excellent jump.
The 21, that's way down low. That's Eric Wineland.
Eric Weiland, yeah.
Man,
he's
how many cars did he leapfrog over?
I don't know.
And
He's
that-
upset that we can't see his pretty face. That's what it is.
Wow.
Man, he definitely got up there. Holy cow.
Yep.
He dove. Nice
But
taking
see,
a 3
he's
wide
still
into
gonna
the
have-
corner.
Well, he's going to have a tough time trying to still continue to get around. He's so low that, you know, those other turns, there's no momentum. It's almost like he's trying to cut the entire track in half.
Did have a car leave the surface early, but not sure why there's no caution. But iRacing did not throw the flag, so we're still under green. It
I'm
was in the
paying
back
somebody
there. So
I'm paying somebody now, Harold. I want to call the cautions perfectly, so
aha.
we can't have another one.
I can't have any
yeah,
more.
that's what it is.
Somebody got on
Yeah.
got on the horn with all the race controllers and said, "Okay, that's it."
Hey, got to bring some fat wallet with you, you know?
67 of Cameron Hearn, who's already pitted, now coming back into the fray of the top 5, just outside.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how did he put tires on? It looks 14.8.
Oh yes, he
Yeah, he
definitely-
did.
okay. Tires
Yeah,
and
he
fuel.
definitely
Yeah.
did. So what he's probably figuring on is eventually this will calm down where he can run long period of time on those tires and that fuel.
Yep. But I think Wineland did a heck of a job. I don't know where exactly he started that, but I know he definitely jumped a whole lot of positions. The number
He
21.
really did. Yep. And now he's settled in, so that was a bold move.
It's like
This
all
time
the
Nick-
drivers have actually settled in.
Yep. This time Nick's got a much better jump, a much better distance between him and Brad in second, and Danny Ware, of course, there in third.
Yeah, I think the only way you're going to manage to beat that 8 truck right now is literally trying to make sure you time the restart there. That's the only way how you can do it. Other than that, I don't see how you're going to get him. He literally has the best truck right now. Hands down.
Well, I will say this, and only because we've been watching it, but in 14th place is the number 5 of Garrett Grant. Don't ever think that he's in bad shape right now, because he has a tendency to show up when there's 10 laps to go, and suddenly Garrett Grant's in 5th, then 4th, then 3rd, then 2nd, and so there's some guys that run these trucks in a manner of, I'm going to save everything I have because I don't know how good it's going to be, and in the end, man, they're just there. So
Yeah, Garrett Grant definitely
Yeah,
a
and the
long-term
one thing you got to know
guy.
is there's a car that blew up.
Got off the racing surface, though.
I was gonna say that right before. Yeah, I was gonna say as far as before the mention it there. For the most part, you know, you wonder if we get a long green flag run, you know, how will tire wear come into play? And same with gas. And you know, for a track like this, you got to know like the tires, how much are they gonna really eat up like on a long run like this? But man, for the most part, they're not even care right now. Some guys are using that middle line, some guys are using that low line, and you notice there between the two, like the leaders are running the high line, and the second place and third place drivers are running the low lines. I don't know if that's really going to change, but it's worth a shot at least, though.
Well, again, it's the busted oval, so there are there's multiple grooves here that they can run, and as you see, a lot of them love to, once they get to that finish line, drop down, go way below the racing surface, and come back up again. So it lends to that credence of multiple lanes and multiple times. But yeah, I still think it's early. There's more to come, and there you see the 8 diving down.
We're just about 30% into this thing. So we do have lots of racing left to go.
Richard Thomas chimed in, said he can't wait to be on track for Thursday night. And we look forward to him being out there, but I'm pretty sure mentioned in the Waltons that the original Richard Thomas was John Boy Walton. So there you have it.
See?
There you have it.
Trivia coming out of the Kushwa.
Already coming out. Yeah. So
I'm just the reference guy. I don't do the trivia.
it's okay. But I want you to notice someone's caught the 8.
Yes, I have seen.
Yeah, Slaughter.
The two of them actually.
Slaughter's
81
been
and
on the charge,
67.
man. I'm telling you, he's been picking apart cars left and right. Or actually saying, man, he is right within the 8's doorstep right there, man. I'm telling you, that 8's on the charge.
Keep an eye on the one behind him who came from basically like 11th or 12th and now is 3rd. Cameron's running on those newer tires too, so he is one of the ones. I'm trying to think of who else went down. Looks like Nolan Neiman,
Colin Fambrough.
Yeah, Fambrough went down when
Shane Wolf
down, and Shane Wolf too. Yeah. But notice Fambrough is moving up. He's up in the 7th now. So tires may play a role. But there you see Cameron's gotten around Slaughter, and what he wants is the 8. And caution is out.
Look at this.
I am done.
Look at the 67, the high line. Wow. That 67 tried the high line for the pass there. He almost made that opportunity work, but man, he lost a lot of ground right there.
All right, so we have the 54 and the number 3 here. Keep an eye on the 3. He's currently the one right there in the top of the 2. I believe that's right about here. Keep an eye on him, and there he goes.
Oh. A love tap into the wall.
Yeah, just a kiss, that's all.
And a spin.
Yeah.
Couple
So he
smooth.
got to do his laundry too.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Hearn staying out. The rest of the leaders in.
Brad's mom said she's been called Ellie Mae of the Beverly Hillbillies from all the critters she raised. Oh gosh,
Oh,
that's
boy.
fantastic. That is absolutely
She
fantastic.
says that they were the Waltons were too nice and sweet to be the
That's
slow.
right. I get you. I get you.
Okay.
That is funny though.
When the last to be. Wow.
Wow.
Well, Ellie Mae, your boy's doing fine. Actually, a lot of people took pit lane.
Yeah, he went down pit lane.
Brad being one of them. So,
Yeah, you can see those guys were really eating up on the tires there, but
yep.
I'm kind of surprised the 67 was staying out. And
No,
Brad
he only
is
had
saying
20
that.
laps on his
I think
tires.
he's coming down now.
No, 20 laps on these 23s on Stinton at 23. Shane Wolf and Moffitt are 24. Nolan Neiman, Jeremy, all of those guys came down when Cameron snuck down the first time. So, how many sets are they getting, Harold?
Me look. So checking on info, we have 4 sets. So that was one.
All right.
It said 3 in the pits. So 1 on the
Okay.
car and 3 in the pits.
So Cameron's got 2 left.
Pretty much everybody has 2 lefts after that. I'm pretty sure.
That's true, yeah. That since everybody else cycled through. You're right, Harold. Try not to be right all the time, but you're right on this one.
I'll try.
Okay. Don't
It's-
don't use it up. for
I'll
everybody.
try not to be me.
Okay. Yikes.
So you got Hearn, Shane Wolf, Moffitt, Fambro, and Nolan Neiman in the top 5 here.
And Neiman, after being involved in the early crashes, I'm surprised he's up there.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, it looks like everybody except for a few have come off. And just so everybody knows, Adam Capps is off, Jordan Martin is off, Rick Christensen, Ryan Swan, and Michael Christopher are all disconnected as of right now. It's what I'm showing.
What about the monkey? I like the monkey that Ellie Mae had. She was a chimpanzee, wasn't it?
Raccoon, squirrel, dogs, cats, and monkey. Yeah. But what?
Just talking
Well,
about
Pap
Brad's
Pap-
mom. Yeah, Brad's mom has those things. I got it. I said,
Right.
but Ellie Mae in the Beverly Hillbillies, she had her a chimp.
Well, maybe the Slaughters couldn't find a chimp for her.
Okay, maybe not. I got it.
You know, you can't go too deep, Harold.
I got it.
Okay.
It's a rabbit hole, and I jumped in it.
You did.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So a new leader to start this off. And it doesn't look like Shane was going to, he could take it easy, but he decided not to because look where he's at.
Yeah.
He still likes to race. 3-4 wide in the back, though.
He hasn't pushed it to get here. I mean, he's used strategy at this point to get up to this. So, you know, it's what it's all about.
Oh, big
holy-
wreck in the back.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, what a flip. Oh, man.
Harold, you better get your marker ready because this one is going to be epic. Wow.
That was a lick.
You ain't kidding. So they're Dyson and Dyson and then Dyson and then, you know. Oh, don't tell me. He just
Looked like they're
loses.
going to wreck it one for the way it is.
Yeah,
Oh.
eight just basically loses the grip on the car. And who is that flipping out there?
Wow.
That's an excellent question.
Black and pink
24.
car. It looks like they're black pink shirt.
The 24.
Swice-
Oh.
That's James Cooey.
Yeah, he was like one of the first drivers on the outside line that got involved in that mess. And man, that's. you gotta
I'd love
feel
to
for
know
the-
what
for
happened
the
to
gate,
Nick's
man.
truck. I want to know what happened to Nick's truck. That just doesn't, like, it doesn't make sense. It just breaks on its own. Who are we riding with here, Harold?
James Cooey, the 24. Here's the 8. Watch the 8 start. It will just break loose. 24, goes to the top, and he doesn't clear.
I noticed it. That's beautiful. That is
Dang.
excellent. Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
oh, that's pretty
Wow.
weird. Like he actually flipped to one side, and then he got it turned over.
oh, how about that? It's good driving.
Oh, that's good at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, everybody and their brother is back down again. Drew Trader, find out what
Yeah, if you
happened to
just
your
think-
brother, if you will.
I was gonna say, if you think coming down pit road was a good idea last time, this is definitely a good time to come down now.
No doubt. But they stay out.
Wow, that was definitely a lot of cars involved.
Wow.
And we haven't even got to halfway yet.
That's what I'm thinking. Like Wineland's in it, AJ's in it,
It was
Stein.
all those cars that just came off pit lane because Trader was leading that group.
Yep. Absolutely all of them.
Yeah, he was working his cars left and right when that happened too, and that's wrong place, wrong time, man. Unbelievable.
Well, now we have a Danny Ware fan page chiming in.
Oh, hey. So Danny
I'm
Ware.
missing where's AJ? Or he's actually on the track right now, isn't he?
AJ's on the track. He's too busy.
He's too busy. That's right. He's in 25th. So
Yeah.
he has to share the baby oil with the rest of the team.
I think the baby oil's going dry
Uh-oh.
because now he's 2 laps
Oh.
down. Tyler Hallman, who I thought
It's
was
gonna
going to
take
have a
a bit
good
there.
run, he's out too, or he's down several laps now. This is going to shake points up a lot, Harold.
Well, good thing it's the beginning of the season.
It's true.
But the lights are out on the pace car, so that means we'll get going here at the completion of 54 laps. We're averaging a caution every 10 laps at the moment.
We're almost getting to the point, by the way, that the Harry guy is going to be the entire field again.
Just send him across the whole track. You know, they nobody hit him.
That's true.
This pace, nobody will be left.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It'll be easy to pick the Sasquatch winner then because nobody will be there. So, literally from 23 down, they're at least 2 laps or more. From 23 down.
Wow, from 20 down, 20 is the last car on the lead lap. The 9 of Paul Irvin and Ryan Hart's in the 3 lap down.
Yep.
So about 20 of 40 cars, so half the field trapped a lap down or more.
Alan's got a beautiful picture of the 46 on the area chat. All right, on the outside, Mr. James Shanewolf says, you know what, I'm just going to stay out here and see if I can get around Cameron this way. I tell you, the Cameron seems to be the only one that runs really strong using that really low line every single time. But there you see it. Shane Wolf really builds momentum, and anybody else that can hang that outside can really build momentum as they go along.
All right, Jake Bell up to the 6th spot.
Well, everybody else is falling out. Why not? Come on up, sir. Do you have any teammates left with him? Ryan's he's back out there. He's 15.
20, yeah, the 22nd, 22, third, the number 3, Ryan Hartz is his teammate.
Did not expect this to be a crash fest. That you know. Well, thank goodness that they are the biggest Danny fan, and it spells out, and they can spell. So, Danny Ware is doing well. Actually, he is in 4th place, so the Danny Ware fan club has to be excited right now with him in 4th. And to take 3rd, as a matter of fact, and he just did right there. So, Danny Ware into 3rd. Wow. Spelled out the entire Ware and 18. Cameron pulling away a little bit after getting back around James Shanewolf. And then Danny Ware's going to go to the inside of James Shanewolf. Danny Ware with 14 laps better time. Well, no, 20.
22,
20,
yeah.
Yeah, 20-some laps better tires. So
He is definitely moving.
he is definitely moving. He's going to be coming up on Cameron here shortly, running about equal to, if not a little faster, 6/10 faster. 6/100s faster. I can't do the tenths and 100s. 100s faster. Did Dylan die? Dylan, you still with us? Dylan, you there?
I don't know what happened to him. Stop talking.
His
Oh.
face is there.
His face is there.
Yeah. Daniel Marie Ware. Wow.
I don't know about that.
Alan,
Them be
Alan.
fighting words.
All right, so Danny's still trying to get to the back bumper here, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. Catching, the old saying, catching Cameron is one thing. Getting around Cameron is something totally different.
Danny definitely using the best set of tires out there right now. You see him kind of throw that car to where that rear end wants to snap around, but he's keeping it under control up in a turn.
I'm anxious to see if the 54 Colin Fambro, if he can work his way forward too. He's literally only on 11 laps on his tires, and he's running behind Jacob Bell. So I'd like to see if if it really is the tires at this point.
Fambro was involved in an accident earlier, so there might be some damage to the truck.
Might be, but he's still on the lead lap, so he'll take it, I bet.
Right, you see there the damage to the 54.
I do. Well, yeah, I do.
01 of Jeremy Horn looking to get around the outside. And a Sogak back on the racetrack.
Yep. Fambro is up to 6 now. Harl. Justin Anasogak is only 20 laps down, as we said earlier, so. All right. Danny he's there, but has not been able to put the move on Cameron Hearn yet.
Just getting really big in his mirror. That doesn't do much to Cameron, I don't think, but trying to show him that I'm going to capitalize if you do anything wrong.
Well, this could be it. This is, use who you have in front of the Wineland there on the outside, but did not seem to do much for him as he came through there. So we get Dylan back yet?
I'm not hearing him, but I'm going to throw it to a commercial real quick here, or our thing here. Fans, be sure to visit our sponsor, Swift Lifestyles, for clean supplements that help improve your focus in gaming. Use discount code AREA iRacing for 15% off your entire order. We'd like to thank Swift Lifestyles for their support and of all of us here at Area. And let's look at the 67 and this 18. So we're going to go through our mid-race rundown presented by Swift Lifestyles. So right now we're looking at the number 67, Cameron Hearn, leading 25 laps. Sponsored by the series sponsor, CNC Logging. Behind him is Danny Ware. He's in the second spot, the Elwood Designs Esports Racer.
Good looking truck, by the way.
Yeah. And another Elwood Designs Esports Racer, number 81, running that Lumar. That's Brad Slaughter. James Sheenwolf, the Elite Entertainment Gaming driver, has led a couple laps, showing that he can get around here. Colin Fambro, you're talking about the GoPro in that 54 for the David Weishart Racing. Been up in the top area here. Pierce Moffitt, that's the race control person for Monday nights. So really busy was he yesterday.
I bet.
And sixth spot. So good job for him. And there he goes in the Lodge Box. 77 and Rick Sassas from Loxahatchee, Florida. Jacob Bell, 7th position.
Now currently in California, though, right?
Yeah, moved to California, but he's from Loxahatchee.
That's right. He is from Loxahatchee.
Travis Beckner from Fort Myers, Florida. Need to talk to Travis about his flag duties. I think he's going to be doing for IMSA.
Excellent.
And Jeremy Horn from Elite Entertainment Gaming in the 9th spot, and Nolan Neiman in the 10th spot right there in the 15. That's your mid-race rundown presented by Swift Lifestyles.
For all the excitement Nolan Neiman's been in tonight, his truck looks pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty, starting to
He's
calm
definitely
down.
been avoiding all the messes left and right, but man, he's got one heck of a truck out there.
Lord, is that you? Who? What? What?
He's back.
Dylan, is that you?
AJ Racing said the baby oil has not spilt, though.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, my.
I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
I
AJ.
don't buy that.
That's what
No.
he said. Yeah, has not
I
spilled any.
think I think he's currently sitting in there in the pit lane lubing himself. I'll go with that, but I don't. I'm pretty sure it's spilt several times tonight. So
He's at pit lane for over 11 and a half minutes, so he's maybe getting another case.
he might be, or he's probably eating ice cream. Wouldn't put it past him. Tell us what you're doing, AJ. I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to get us. He's trying to get the award. But
No, you can't. It's just like the America's Funniest Home Videos. You can't stage it.
no.
Nope.
Although I don't think he staged it. I mean,
Well, you can't cause it either.
Okay, that's true.
You have to be the recipient of the bad luck.
So the front three have decided to step away from James Shane Wolf and Colin Fambro. And by step away, they're like 4 blocks, maybe 5 blocks away instead of right in front of them.
Yeah, they definitely hit the gas for sure.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah,
really
yeah.
have shown. They're putting on a really good show in there.
And Cameron's on 52 tires, 52 lap tires, not slowing down at all.
Nope. So looking here, on about 55 laps to go.
I'm surprised we've made it this
Yeah, we're
far.
getting to that point in time.
Yeah, I'm surprised the track didn't implode or someone ran naked across the track or so. I mean, I can't believe at this point we've been green this long. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah, that long green flag run really has changed a lot of things with the drivers there. I'm
It
telling
has.
you,
You're
they
absolutely
really
right.
have raced.
I think what happened with the long green flag is a lot of the drivers who chose to come down pit lane to get service for tires and fuel were caught in the back half and kind of got caught in a little bit different air situation and caused a loose condition is what I saw Nick Trader. So Nick Trader's still out there and on the lead lap. He's the last car on the lead lap. At a 54.7 second pit stop, but still out there.
He's running 29.07s though, so he's probably hoping for a caution because it won't be long before they're knocking on his back door.
Yep.
Yeah, that's 67 definitely on that charge, man. He goes 1 lap down, man. That would be a tough blow for him there.
Yep.
Absolutely. And you can see him go by. So there he went. Cameron has his sights set. Whoa, Cameron blinked out. Or maybe I was blinking. I don't know. But
And from what you can tell, too, I mean, like, the whole field's about spread out, man. I don't think there's really, like, outside of, like, maybe a battle or two, man, it really is just separated completely for all these drivers. Everyone's in a much different role right now when they were, like, probably 30 laps ago.
well, what amazes me is with the 67 and Cameron Hearn is not only is he still running nasty laps. I mean, he is now putting second between him and Danny Ware, a second and a third between him and Brad Slaughter. And he's knocked Shane Wolf and Colin Fambro down to 5.5 seconds almost 6 seconds with Fambro. So this is certainly showing how good the tires can be for a long period of time.
Yep. So having the cameraman go through the field as we're seeing a lot of different drivers, different lines, still guys that have damage on the inside, guys have damage on the outside.
Yeah. Some people slid down the track on their nose.
Yeah.
Richard wants to go in. AJ wants a relief driver. Well, unplug, then you'll be relieved. I don't want him to unplug. I want him to get back out on the track, but because where he is right now,
Well, looks like he's driving. He's driving the 30
Is he back
56
on?
is back
Okay.
on track. Yes.
all right, good.
He's still on pit lane, but he's moving.
I mean, where he's sitting, he still gains 1, 2, 3. I mean, he gains 11 spots, so every point counts, right? Harold's means, and not so much when you're back that far.
Not what
so-
not the
man.
kind of night that he wanted, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
I'll tell you one thing too, though. Those nighttime conditions really are also coming into effect there. So I wonder how much of a change it's really going to be for the drivers now that we're just about in full nighttime aspect for the track right now.
Well, that's a good question, honestly, and it begs to the question: is the next time they pit, will those new tires have even a bigger effect than what they currently have? Because again, Cameron Hearns is on lap 61 versus Brad Slaughter in second, 33 laps less tires, and Cameron's walking a dog. Interesting. Very interesting. I think Garrett Grant seen the writing on the wall and decided to step it up because he's moved up to. He was down there in front of Nick Trader. Now he's all the way up into 14th. So, I have a feeling he knew the leader was coming. And what do we say? So we're saying, according to this, they can go 75 to 80 laps. So my guess is
that's still from the Cup Series. I did not update that. Sorry.
Oh, he didn't update that. Never mind, folks. We don't know how long they can go.
No.
We can guess.
I didn't have a reporter to tell me.
Why?
I don't know. I forgot to ask somebody.
Oh, well.
Say la vie. La vie, la vie. All right, so Cameron Hearns stretching out to a 2-second lead over Slaughter, where then you got to go back. I'll be 7 seconds back to Shane Wolf and Fambro. Like I said, little packs of racing going on.
Yeah, I mean, even Slaughter and Danny Ware aren't close together right now. I mean, I guess they're close. I'm sorry. My bad. Danny is on his bumper. Oh, no, Danny's not on his bumper. Danny's in front of him now. Well, we do know this, Harold. You can at least go 66 laps on the tires and fuel.
With the kind of cautions we've had, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So, assuming no cautions, I would assume it'd be around the 60 to 65 mark, but.
He's definitely going to have to come back down for fuel. That's a given.
Oh, there's no way he's making it. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely not. Unless he knows something none of us know.
Took a page out of Mr. Eric Wineland's book, did he?
So, why we have Gary is because Gary brings us knowledge, right? And Gary's knowledge tonight is fuel mileage ranges from 1 lap until it runs out. And so, clearly, if anyone knows, it's Gary.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
Here he comes now, and that's 68, Gary. Okay, 1 to 68, just so you know. Now, see, Danny and Brad, they can run another 40 laps. They could take it. No, they could take it right up to it, Harold. Right up to it, Harold.
40 laps would put him past the checkered flag, but I just don't see that being the case. I believe they'll have to fuel pit again. Maybe a half a can or so, but they're going to need more gas.
They're killing the cans.
Yeah, man, they really are.
Yeah. Slaughter, Danny Ware in the lead. So Danny Ware fan club, fan page, whatever, Danny's in the lead. I'm sure you're watching. Brad Slaughter in second. He's probably just lollygagging around. He's not ready to take the lead. Shane Wolf sitting back there in third. Colin Fambro, man, shout out to Colin Fambro, 50 into 54. Does have some damage, but man, he's running. And the chief, the boss, the captain, the man in charge, Jacob Bell in the 77, currently running in fifth. And I think, Harold, I think Travis Beckner has lost 2 to 3 tenths because he's not running watermelons. That's my personal opinion.
I guess so. That's
But I think there's
it's
facts
Ross
behind it.
Chastain's truck. Maybe because Ross won in a car, so that he has to move on. Is that it?
I mean, no. No,
No?
he
Oh, no?
should still celebrate Ross Chastain. If that's what it's all about, then that by all means.
Yeah,
Dylan wants
I'll give
to
credit
see
where it's due
watermelon.
there. I think Jacob Bell, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, he actually started quite a ways back during the beginning of the race there.
You're not
Started
wrong.
26th.
That's pretty good, man. That's like
Yeah.
what, give a pat in the back to that 77 team. They came to race and they definitely were ready for this one.
Shane Wolf and
They said
Bell
poor
on the
qualifying,
pit
forget
lane.
that.
I'll give you a little half credit on that, Dylan. I'm not going to give it all. I still say Jacob Bell has worked the cautions and pits to his strategy and or advantage. But either way, the fact that he's up there and running and doing what he's doing, he's going to have to come down too. James Shanewolf is going to have to come down. Looks like Moffitt's going to have to come down, and Logan Hartman, all of those guys, along with Nolan Neiman, sitting at 71. So they certainly pitted as a group as well. Now, how that shakes out for them, I don't know. Harold, I still think the one who's sitting pretty at 42, currently on 42 on his tires, is that 54 of Colin Fambro.
Okay, Colin Fambro. I believe he'll still have to come down one more time.
Yeah, but if he can stretch it, I mean, I'm saying if he can stretch it the way, and I don't know he can, but if he can stretch it the way Cameron Hearn did,
Yep.
he's going to make it. He's going to be right near it, but he's going to make it. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Danny Ware's just put another driver a lap down. Only 8 drivers on the lead lap.
How about that? Strategity is being played out. By the way, Garrett Grant, 5th place. I said it. That guy will show up at the end, and you have no idea where he came from.
So about 30 laps remaining. Had a pretty decent green flag run here. Guys are doing some green flag pit stops. Yellow is now on the racetrack. So Danny Ware, Brad Slaughter, Colin Fambro, all these top guys, all going to come down
Don't
this
matter.
lap. Top
Yep,
9
don't
drivers will
matter.
come home.
And laps back will be, so we'll go back to about 18 on the lead lap, correct?
Yep.
Well,
Unless,
they're done
unless
good.
one of these guys decides to stay out and trap them all down, but
See, hey, I'm not saying. I'm just saying this is a good time to do that. The only problem is you do that, and you're gonna have Cameron Hearn starting second on 7 lap tires. Yeah, guess what? You're not gonna do. You're not gonna beat him. So
Ware, Slaughter, Fambro on pit lane. Mullins on
is-
pit lane. Grant, not sure. I've not seen Grant come down yet.
He has not.
He's coming down now. Yes, Grant
Okay.
down. What about Matt Cochran? He's coming down. Paul Irvin, he's coming down.
Sean Corcoran.
Sean Corcoran has stayed out
Really?
because he.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's-
I'm very
he's-
surprised that
'cause
some of these guys are actually staying out
he
there.
was a lap down, so he got the waiver. So he'll probably pit after the waiver round.
Okay. Okay.
He was the lucky dog truck.
Well, ain't he lucky? So putting everybody back in now.
All the way
that
back to
moves-
18th.
Yeah, that moves Nick Trader back into it. Travis Beckner's back into this. Ryan Hart's, Nolan Hart's, Nolan Neiman's a lap down. But these guys, I mean, changes the look altogether. Although I'm going to say this, Cameron Hearn in the lead, better tires, it's going to be hard to catch him. But you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Danny's had a good truck all night, and again, Colin Fambro's been up there too. Brad Slaughter's up there as well. So those, I think you're going to have a 4-way shootout. I think pretty much after that they're going to fall off. But I think clearly the 4 that are sitting there now should have a good shot at each other. Showing Ryan Hartz will be the last car on the lead lap, if my thing is to be believed.
He would be, but Sean Corcoran should be pushed back with an EOL for being lucky dog. He should be going all the way to the back, the longest line.
Well, he's on the pits now, so he's going to end up there anyways.
But see where Cameron Hearn's leading this thing. See where the 67 is. All those cars in front of him have to get waved around. So Sean Corcoran is actually behind him right now, but all these cars in front of him are going to have to go around Sean Corcoran as well.
All right, we are under 20. We were 27 laps, 26 laps to go here in just a moment. All right, Dylan, we haven't asked for a pick. We typically stayed away from it, especially after what happened before. Although Harold and I picked pretty well. Who do you got? Who do you like? Did we lose him again?
I think
Dylan?
so.
No, I'm right.
Oh, there he is.
I don't know, man. Really, I mean, like, with all these different strategies, I'd say coming on around there, I really don't know. I mean, it's just really, for a minute, I thought the 84 was going to have the really strong truck there, and then I thought Slaughter was going to have it. Now I honestly don't even know, but man, I don't know. I'm so stumped, but we're about ready to take the green flag right now. Oh no, man! I keep an eye on that. I keep an eye on Slaughter. He probably can make a little bit of a late comeback again, but don't doubt him where he's at.
So you're going to go with Brad Slaughter. I'm going to say that 18 has been really strong, but I'm going to stick with the underdog. I'm going to say Colin Fambro, although if Cameron gets a bigger lead, you might as well hang it up because he's not going to give it up.
Yeah, good point.
But
It's like they're about getting things settled right now, heading into turn 1 and 2, but I'll tell you what, though, that battle for the lead, man.
yeah,
Man,
they
you better
need
be
to
careful
keep
there.
him. They need to keep him that close. And there's not a lot of laps, but they cannot let him get away. So if Danny can stay on his back bumper for a
Slide
while,
in. There was Danny that
Ooh.
knows.
Yep.
You can see that left-right heavy saw
Yeah, he
on the
bobbled
wheel.
it a little bit there.
see, and those are the kind of things that Cameron, he just thrives on. So if you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. So he's going to have to battle back and kind of get back up there and nose to tail him again. Cliff
Yeah, the
Mull-
one thing you notice, though, ever since that 7 took that lead, like, he has just been on complete cruise control, man. He knows how to hit the gas once he takes that lead away, man. He knows how he's going to attack, and once he's got that lead, man, he just does not want to look in that mirror. He just says, okay, have fun.
Well, the one thing that you know, and there's Danny Ware coming up on the inside. The one thing that you know is he knows how to change lanes. If it's not working somewhere, he'll find another place where it is. But there you see Colin Fambro. He's going to just stick his nose down in there, try to undercut Danny Ware going into the turn, coming to the line there. I don't know if he's going to be able to have enough power to get around him, but all that's going to do is allow the 67 to keep on driving forward.
Keep on trucking.
Keep on trucking in his truck.
Keep on trucking.
Shout out to Cliff Mullins running currently in the 4th position. Great job by him as well.
Yeah, Mullins, we didn't even talk about it at all in this race, and he's just been hanging around there now in that top 5 in that 4th position. They're doing really, really good. Just you know what? Sometimes you just gotta have that quiet race that no one's gonna really notice it. But man, he's putting on a show right now.
He sure is.
He's definitely been that quiet one there. We didn't even see him at all for the most part. Didn't even talk about him much. And
Saw him
now
in the
where it
one
really
wreck,
matters
though.
the most, that's where he likes to shine.
We did see
37
him in
was
the one wreck.
37 was the one that had a little bit of help with Nolan Neiman and got shot across the racetrack. So a pretty good night for Mullins to be able to capitalize on getting his car fixed up and getting back out here and getting a top 5 out of this.
I'll tell you where, man, he's been all over that bumper of that leader, man. He's really trying to do something. He's trying to move him out of the way if he really is there.
Wow, that rear end got really happy on the 18.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
he
the
definitely
thing.
had that.
I'm just gonna say I don't think the 18 likes dirty air, and when you're that close, that's all you're getting. But he's gonna go to the outside. Cameron will block that. Danny will go back to the outside again. But again, Cameron can put his truck in a lot of different locations. If I'm Fambro, I'm just watching these two for a couple more laps, and then decide, okay, I'm gonna try to stick my nose in there too.
Slow trucking to get out of the way right there. As man, that 18 is just hanging on with that 67. Man, I'll tell you, that 67, he's been really good this whole race. But that 18, he's not giving up without a fight, man. He really is all over that bumper.
Gonna watch these
Yeah, those
guys.
top three, they're putting on such a good performance right now. Look at the top three are about nose to tail right now. That's very impressive right there for all three drivers. And they're definitely showing it right now heading into 3 and 4. But I'm telling you, that 18 is really trying that high line. I don't know if he's trying to use it as bait, but man, that 18 is just trying to do whatever he can to get that pass done there. He may have to give him the old bump if he really has to.
Oh, I'd like to hear that interview.
Oh boy. Gonna try once again on the inside.
I don't know. Again, I don't know that inside has the power or the push that they need, because once a truck and Shane Wolf was showing it earlier, but I don't know. 18 putting his nose out in front. He's currently on the inside, racing him pretty clean, but again, Colin Fambro just needs to sit there and watch.
On the exit, man.
Yep.
Yeah, like outside, man. Coming off the exit of the corner, that outside line gets a hell of a run right there.
It's
Once
like
again, that 6-7, he knows, man. He's in that right
the
line
18
there.
gets the advantage off 1 and 2 on the low line, and then Cameron Hearn gets the power off 3 and 4. So Danny Ware needs to figure a way to get around him in 1 and 2, get to the high line in 3 and 4 if he's going to complete this pass side by
Whoa!
side. Heaven,
Whoa!
There he goes.
There goes the leaders.
18 goes into
Part
the
of the
wall.
wall. That's a big time yellow.
no, they were side. They they hit each other's side doors, and before that happened, so we'll take a look at this here again.
Oh man, you got a feel though for him, man. He had a heck of a run, and they were really putting on a battle. And let's see what happened.
You'll see they'll end up touching each other. They'll end up hitting each other doors. They'll door each other. I believe right here, or is it coming off this corner? I think.
Come off. Yeah. There you see Danny.
I said they were definitely going to need a bump right there.
And then
Man.
Cameron came back down.
Oh, right there.
So Danny touched him. They touched each other coming out of the turn.
Oh, wow.
Danny went up, touched him, and then Cameron bounced off or lost. Well, you saw his back end squirrel, and he came back down and caught Danny going the other way. So hard racing. I didn't see any intent there, but certainly it shakes up what's happening. Cameron Hearn in the pits right now.
I think Cameron
Yeah,
knows
and I don't
what's
blame
coming.
the 6-7 for coming down pit road there just to take a look at that side. But I'll say one truck really almost came barreling into that wreck right there. That was a close call. That could have been really bad there, but a good awareness right there. But that was a very close call overall.
Be under 10 to go when we get back to green flag racing, looking for race control to come up with a decision on that last caution. They're going to call it a racing deal, or they're going to issue penalties.
Well, I can already tell you what the chat thinks, but we'll leave the chat out of it for now. I'm just going to say the 54 is suddenly now leading this thing.
Yep.
And that just not that Colin Fambro can't drive, but man, he's had a night, and yet he's still there. He is in the front, GoPro up front. Coors Light, the can's dented in the back, but he's still in the lead.
Brad Slaughter in the 4th spot, Cameron Hearn
Yeah.
in the 5th spot after pitting. So a lot of drivers elected to come down, getting service for at least a set of tires. Brad Slaughter came down, only looked like one side of tires, and then Fambro, Cochran, and Corcoran all have older tires. So see how this works with under 10 to go.
So they'd like to see the in car.
Yes, I see what they said.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're all saying it. I expect Danny Ware fan page to say it looked extremely intentional. Of course, it looked extremely intentional because Danny Ware is the one that took the hardest shot overall. I don't know. I'm not going to make a judgment call. I'm just saying they both went in, and you can't say that the 18 didn't come up because the 18 did come up. So whatever you want, but. There you see the 18 in his mirror. Right there came up. You saw the 18 come right up in his right mirror. But
Yeah,
his rear
and I
view mirror, you
guarantee you,
can
if that
see it through
18
the
wasn't
netting.
there on that line, man, he would have definitely went around. I can tell you that for a fact. Like, you seen the way how he was turning that wheel left and right, man. He was trying to hold that thing together. If that 18
I
was
don't wanna
not
put a
there, he
blame-
would have easily.
Yeah, and I don't want to put. I'm not trying to say Danny Ware's the cause of this either. I just think you're running side by side. You're running to try to win the race. You got people in your ear telling you got to do what you got to do, and it just. I mean, you know, there are such things as racing deals. I know how much we want to hate certain people that drive these vehicles, but there are such things as racing deals, and I saw two sides of that, and I like to look at both sides all the way around. So, it is what it is. I'm not race control, so I don't claim to be, and I don't want to be. But back to Green Flag Racing and back to Colin Fambro, who's driven a great race so far in the 54, out in the lead. Matt Cochran in second. Brad Slaughter now jumping into third, and he's going to take the highlight. My guess is here, Brad's going to use that momentum that he's seen. Now he
There he
slides
goes.
way down.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Cameron Hearn right there
He
with him.
really went low. Holy cow, but that was a big crossover there.
Oh,
I told you, though,
Shane
Slaughter's
Wolf.
got a really good. Oh, he
Shane
got
Wolf,
chucked
yep.
around. Saved now. I'm telling you, that 54's got a really good truck. But I'm telling you, Slaughter's got a very good truck. You cannot underestimate him. And
Cameron
once
Hearn
again,
right
I'm
there
telling
too.
you, if Slaughter
Yeah,
comes
Cameron
out
Hearn's
this
now
win, I
around
wouldn't
him.
be surprised. Ooh.
Nope, Cameron Hearn's around him already. So Cameron Hearn's going to want to go back to the front, and he's going to want to reel Fambro in, and he's got plenty of time to do it. So
Yeah, and that was the 31 that went around and saved it, by the way. Just wanted to point that out there. But,
Yep.
man,
James Shane Wolf.
I was kind of hoping
I don't know
that
if that
Shane
54
Wolf
is
was
going to
going to
manage
be
to
close.
hang on, man.
He's not going to be able to hold him
Oh,
off
boy.
if he gets there.
No way.
Remember, he
He
went
can
in
try.
and
He's
took
going to give it an
tires.
effort, but
Well,
Ooh, 67 sliding.
67. Oh, wow.
54's got
67. He
older
looked like he
power.
was going to make a move, but he just had a good amount of wiggle there.
6 laps to go here as we cross the stripe.
This is where the good question comes around, man. This is crunch time. This is where you got to really make your moves there. And I guarantee you, mainly the top 4, man. These are the drivers that you'll see probably battle this out for the win. But, man, that's 67, man. Even with getting those fresh tires, he's got one heck of a truck there. And he's going to try the outside for the lead. Look at this. And he gets it. Look at the move by the 67. What a pass. That was a move there.
Harold, since it's settled down, can you send
Oh,
the
yeah.
beast across?
We send the beast across.
We are. All right, there he goes, the hairy man, better known as AK Sasquatch, and the Sasquatch Award goes to, of course, the 18 of Danny Ware, which, again, argue what you want, but it's a tough spot, and he was going for it, as was everybody else. So Danny Ware in the 18 is going to get the Sasquatch Award tonight. Thank you, Harold.
So Hearn now off to the race. Slaughter did get around the 54, so it's between Hearn and Slaughter. It's something we saw quite a bit last season.
Absolutely, and then we'll see it quite a few more times this season.
A pretty good season.
Right now, though, Hearn's just got
Caution
a
out,
really
so
good
we'll
truck,
go.
man.
We're gonna go green, white, checkered. The caution is out.
And guess who wanted to see this? Mr. Slaughter in the 81.
That was a lucky break for Slaughter right there. Looks like, for the most part, could be the 77.
That'd be the chairman of the board.
Yeah, the 77 and the 01, and then there's a bunch of other people that came into it as well. Keep an eye out here.
Turn 2. No. Someone checked up heading into 3, and I don't know if that's
there
going
it
to be
is.
the cause, but
77 turns the 01. Jeremy Horn, and
just
then
gave enough of a bump right there.
and then the rest of these people get involved in kind of watch the rest of this ensue here. The 01 gets looped around there, and then we have people starting to come in after the case here. But we'll go for the
It looked
one
like
and only
Jacob just
green.
got a little bit of an extra run there.
Yep, we'll look for a green, white, checkered finish here. The one attempt that we have.
So here's the question I want to ask to both of you guys right here. If you're Slaughter, like, what do you do at this point? You know Colin Hearn's got such a great truck, man. How do you beat that 67 in his own game there?
You put your front end on his bumper and you wait for him to make a mistake, and then you take him high.
Yeah.
Because he's going to go low, you take him high, and that's the only move you got. But the thing is, you've only got 2 laps to do it. So you either put the chrome horn to him and move him yourself, which he would expect, or you try to race him down hard into turns 3 and 4, go high coming off, and hope you have the momentum carrying down into 1 and 2 to get around him. But there's not a lot of moves that are going to be made that Cameron Hearn hasn't already seen, especially coming out of Brad Slaughter.
And not just that, you have to remember too, if Hearn and Slaughter make a mistake, man, you got Mullins and Fambro and Maffitt all right there waiting for that opportunity just to take that lead, snatch it right out of their hands. So,
Well, the thing about
anything is possible, though.
the thing with the 81 and Cameron Hearn and the 67, the guys have spent years around one another, teammates at one time, so they know each other very well. So it's going to be who gets and who's ahead, and then does Mullins or Fambro have anything to say?
Yeah, I
about
still
this?
think this brings the 54 back in, Harold. I think he may have learned something from that, and hopefully, if he's smart enough, he'll put his front end on the back end of the 81 and kind of give a little help. But we'll see. I mean, it's again, 2 guys up front know each other extremely well, and the 2 behind them don't have a clue. So, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying they've not experienced this. These guys know one another extremely well. The best thing that Fambro and Mullins can do is put your front end on their back end and hang on for dear life and see what happens in the end. But Cameron's going to get a heck of a jump.
That's right.
Lights are off, which means we about ready to get crazy. Hey, we could end it just like we
they say,
did last
where
week.
the fun begins.
Yeah,
Well,
under caution.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Then again, we could bore it out and run under yellow again. So we'll see.
So
I'm telling you, these guys are ready, man. They know it's go time.
If the yellow flag comes out before the white flag, it'll finish as they are in running order under yellow. If the flag comes out after the white flag, it's boys have at it to the checkered flag.
Well, here's hoping.
Jacob L. was issued the EOL penalty for that.
I wonder why.
Just putting it out there.
Yes, putting it out there.
Just gotta let him know.
All right, coming up to the restart.
Well, let's see who's gonna get this
So
win.
this will be the final restart.
Back underway.
81 within
And
a
67
car
got a
lane.
good move on their dog leg there.
Slaughter not letting him get away. Only a car length separates.
He needs to be a little
Yeah, this is where
closer.
if you're the 81 me, you gotta use that front
Caution,
end, man.
that's it. There you go.
That's it.
Unfreaking believable. And I say that with all sincerity. Unfreaking believable.
There it is. Colin Hearn just got to make it around one more time, and he'll be celebrating the checker flag victory right there. But
So Hearn, Slaughter,
man, I was
and
hoping
Cliff
they were going to go
Mullins.
through the way at the end.
A good
I
run
guarantee
by
you if you're
Cliff
Slaughter,
Mullins.
man, that was the last thing you needed to see. Oh man, tough break there.
All right, everybody on the chat, thanks so much for joining us. I don't know how much more I'm going to talk about it from there, but thanks so much for joining us of 2 weeks of yellow flag endings. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, yellow flag endings. Alan, you might be right. You might be right. Only fitting that it ends under yellow.
But there it is, Colin Hearn officially, he's gotten himself a victory.
Cameron Hearn. Cameron Hearn.
Cameron Hearn.
Yep.
Oh my, that's not good. But Cameron Hearn gonna be celebrating a big, well-earned, hard-earned victory there. He's gonna be celebrating, burning out, and everything you could think of there. But what a race that was altogether. That was a lot of fun, though. Wow.
Oh, the race recap for the Cactus 130. Cameron Hearn wins with the 74 laps, led 10 cautions for 36 laps. 42 drivers took the green flag, and Cameron Hearn was the fastest, 27.144. Going to cause that car to get wrecked, is what it looks like.
He's going to go around really fast. He's going to go to a wall and he's going to slam into it and try to hook it either onto a fence or something along those lines. People, please keep an eye on it because that's typically what happens here. So we're going to go down.
He's in
really-
a Polish.
Oh, yeah, he'll Polish right into the wall at the end.
Polish speed lap, for goodness sakes there. Look at him go.
That's what I said. He's got something for you. Bam. There we go.
There it is.
And there it is.
And that's where we're going to interview him right there.
He ended up changing himself there, so we'll back it up here and put it right here at the stripe. So there it is, Mr. Cameron Hearn, and we'll pull him up here. All right, Cameron, familiar spot, number one with the truck. I think this is your, second win with the truck series?
I think so.
I think
You
got,
big bully.
Yeah. But this is actually a good start for you. A second place last week and a first place this week's has you leading the points and also locks you into the playoffs as long as you make your eligible amount of races.
Yeah. Last week, coming home second or basically getting taken out. Sorry, I'm wrong series. And this week coming up fast. I thought pit strategy might have cost me. I pitted early, and then a caution kind of came out, and then cautions kept coming out when I didn't want to see cautions. But shout out to Danny. He was bad fast all night. I know me and him made contact coming out the corner, just trying to save the truck. And I think when I tried to save it, it kind of tail whipped him into the inside wall. So that's unfortunate, but just hard racing.
Whatever, you big bully. You know I'm gonna give you crap about it. Anyways, so I thought the same thing. You just mentioned it. I swore you outpitted yourself somehow. I thought you were on a great strategy. You ran it as long as you possibly could. Were you down on gas, Cameron, at when you pitted? I think it was 68 laps you had run on that set.
Yeah, I only had about 15 laps I could go on fuel, and I wanted to use up as much time as I could on fresher tires, trying to run them back down. So that's why I kind of pitted earlier than I thought. But then the caution came out, but luckily it came out after past the leader.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I knew what you were trying to do, and I think I told Harold the same thing, that kind of looked like what you were planning was, man, if you stretch this right, by the time everybody else has to pit, you're going to have the freshest tires, you're going to have quite a lead, and it won't even be a question. But since we had Yellow Fest again tonight, it kind of puts you in a different position. Brad knows you. You know Brad coming to the green-white checker, so didn't expect a whole lot, but you guys didn't even get to knock it out. So, you know what? Go ahead and shout out. You know what I mean? I'm at this point, Cameron, where daggone it, I wanted to see you two, not as much as I love to talk to you. You know I love you, man, but what I'm saying is, that's all I'm going to say, my friend. But
all right, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. First off, I want to thank CNC Logging, Elite Entertainment. Great team effort tonight. You got Paul Irvin bringing it home, top 10, James Shamewood, Travis Beckner. I felt like we got a good vibe going on. I think Rick Christensen got in some issues early, some accidents. Give a shout out to the admins, David Weishart tonight, Jacob Bell, hell of a league. I think we almost had a full field tonight. Also give a shout out to all my haters out there on the Twitch thing, because you know what, they're gonna be mad all year because you're gonna see this truck in victory lane a lot. So you're gonna be some grumpy people going in the summertime. But anyways,
there you go.
Hats off to Danny tonight. I went back and watched the replay, me trying to save the truck, and I just felt like if we were racing real cars, it probably wouldn't happen like that. Also shout out to Brad. I would like to race it out, be clean at the end. But we didn't. But a win's a win. It takes all the pressure off going into the playoffs, locking yourself in. So appreciate that. Appreciate what you guys do. Look forward to watching the broadcast.
Dirt next week, baby. So we'll see you there. And great.
You won't see me here. Yeah, you won't see me anywhere in the top 3 next week. But I'm going to go out there, have fun. Also, shout out to my dad, who's probably my one fan out there. But I got to get him logged in on Twitch so you can comment back.
That's right. I would like to talk to Dad. We need to have some conversations. But Cam, really appreciate you being with us. Great job tonight. Seriously, not trying to take anything away from it. You know me. I'm a racing guy. I'd love to see it battled out, and I know you do too. I know you'd prefer to race your buddy and make it look good and fight it the way it should be. But we do look forward to seeing you on the dirt. And thanks so much for stopping by. Go celebrate wins.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it.
All right, gonna get with Brad Slaughter. Brad Slaughter, you're in the booth with Harold, Dylan, and Ken. You got that Lunar back on the car, second place tonight. So working for points, but wish we would have put it under green though. Okay, well, we don't have Brad, so we're gonna put him up there. Brad, are you here?
Sorry, I was listening to Cameron's interview.
Gotta get that thing going. There it goes.
There
it goes.
It's like, wait a minute. It's almost like I should start off going, can you hear me, Brad?
Yeah, it went off. The bell went off in my head when I saw my truck on my phone. I figured, hey, it's
they
probably
must be
my
trying to talk to him. Yeah.
Should I wake up now?
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh man. Alarm
Dylan.
went off. Oh no.
Dylan, jump in there and ask your question of the second place Brad Slaughter.
Well,
tonight.
Brad, I was pulling for you, man. I thought you were gonna pull it off, but I gotta say that when that green white checker come, you didn't expect to be in that situation trying to get that final battle there, weren't you? There.
No, and I was I really didn't know if I had anything for camera. I knew it was really going to come down to the restart if I could be side by side with him when we got to turn one there. That was probably the only way I was going to be able to make anything happen. So that's what I was trying to do. I got a pretty decent restart, but just the way you cut the apron there, I didn't do it optimally, and kind of cost me a little bit. So congrats to Cameron. Obviously, I always love racing him. He's always fast. So I'm sure that won't be the first time that me and him finish 1-2 this year. Happy to bring home another top 5, another solid finish. So we'll move on to Bristol Dirt.
So we never talked to you, so I'm just gonna, I want to. So the truck itself tonight, how was it all night? I saw you up, I saw you down. A lot of it came into pit strategy. Some of it even came to 67 yellow flags or whatever the number was tonight. But we were talking about it just before the green white checker. Your truck seemed to be pretty good, Brad, pretty much all night long. I was saying that if you could stay to his bumper coming out of 1 and 2, if you're on his tail, by 3 and 4 gives you a chance to kind of slide through and catch him at the line on the high side. Is it something that if it plays out, you've got a chance, or do you really think Cameron just had the faster truck overall?
I think he was faster. I was honestly on that last restart. Like I said, I was trying to stay side by side with him if I could into turn 1. But if not, just wanted to be close enough that when it came down to the last corner, if I could take a little shot at him. Obviously, don't want to wreck him, but want to take a shot at him, see if we can make something happen there. But that caution came out, and we didn't get to see it play out. So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not too upset. The truck was pretty good all night. It was the setup was, I guess, after a couple laps, it got a little tight, and then you could start doing some stuff with the shifting and try to change the balance of the truck a little bit. And that seemed to help me out. So I was doing that all night. I don't know about everybody else. I think there was, like I said, there was a lot of you could do a lot of different things. You could shift, you could not shift, you could run top, bottom, kind of wherever you wanted to. So a lot of different strategies out there tonight, but we'll take it.
By the way, the matte finish with the Lumar looks really good. So kind of keep. I like that. If you got any more of these designs, this is a good looking truck there. So since we're talking about how good the truck looks, why don't you do a little shout out to everybody?
What a perfect time for that. All right, so let me thank Alan Elwood at Elwood Designs. Y'all hit up Alan. Alan does some incredible paint schemes, and this is just another one of them right here. This is the new rendition of our Lumar scheme for this season, so excited to break it out. Glad I had a good finish, and we got a couple more coming. I think I'm actually going to have a different scheme next week as well, so stay tuned. I think that might be breaking out the Roderick Racing Development paint scheme at Bristol.
Oh wow!
So,
all right.
So yeah, so got that going. And then just want to give a shout out to Reaper Speed Labs. We got Rhino USA. Go to rhinousainc.com. Use promo code Elwood. Get your discount. We got High Banks Podcast. We got Lumar Racing or Lumar Films, and already got Roderick Racing Development. So we got all the sponsors there. Appreciate all of them for being a part of Elwood Designs Esports. And I want to give a shout out to all my teammates in the race tonight. Danny might have been faster than me, to be honest with you there, and he got tangled up with Cameron. I don't know. I haven't got to go back and see exactly what happened, but I hate that for Danny. But good run for us overall. We got some decent points, I think, and it's on to Bristol, baby.
Sweet. Well, sir, thanks so much for joining us in the booth, and we will see you next week on The Dirt.
That's right.
All right, switching up to the number 37, Cliff Mullins. I'll bring him in here. Cliff Mullins, the number 37 in the Spittin' Venom podcast, puts the truck into third tonight. Finished under caution, but man, for a guy with a torn up truck, you got to be happy with the top 3.
Oh man, I don't even know how I got up there with this beat up thing. Yeah, we had no speed. We had no speed in practice, no speed in qualifying. A couple of big ones right there. I kind of got mushed into it, and then just for some reason, man, it just wouldn't dial on me. So still had a little bit of speed right there, especially on the long run. And yeah, caution come out right there, just right where I can get tires on it and put us up there towards the front.
Dylan, what do you got for Mr. Cliff here? Is Dylan, you still with us?
Yes, Sam. I just want to say, Cliff, first off, you were having that little bit of a quiet night altogether, and man, I'll tell you what, you snuck into a third place spot there. I gotta say, what was the whole strategy during that whole point of the race there?
Just trying to miss every wreck that happened in front of me. I wasn't even going to run this thing, man. I haven't been feeling well the past few days, and got here just in time to be able to run this thing. And I felt like crap because I was so slow, and I was just kind of like, it's going to be ride it out and see what happens. And then lo and behold, right there towards the end of run top 10, and just everything kind of fell my way right there.
Well, that third place definitely really helped you out for sure there. So to give credit where it's due, man, you definitely got a good run for sure there.
I tried giving it everything. I knew once Cameron got around me, it was because me and him pit, I think, right there right there at the end. And I knew once he got in front of me, I knew it probably wasn't going to have much of a shot at him, and hoping that him and Brad would tangle a little bit and slow him down enough to where I could get in there. But I mean, yeah, it was just a good run by those guys, and yeah, we snuck in there and got third out of it.
Well, Cliff, certainly appreciate you the race you gave and the effort you put in. But while you're in third place, why don't you shout out to some of your sponsors there on the truck?
Yeah, I got Spit and Venom podcast on this thing. It's a podcast I do for a different league. It's on Spotify. I've got Black Tide Gallows, my friend's band. They're based out of Eden, North Carolina. I got them on here. Got race22.com. They do a lot of short track news and stuff right here through the Carolinas and Virginia, up and down the East Coast, really. And then all the guys over at Low Drag Esports, they didn't have quite as good of a day as I did. I think I was the only one to finish without a completely destroyed truck. So
Well,
it was
tried.
I tried. Yeah, I tried to.
It's all about effort, Cliff. I mean, if you're going to do it next time, try to get some damage on the back a little more, and maybe scrape the wall every once in a while. You'll feel better about it in the end. But hey, you're the one in third place, so appreciate you joining us, and I hope you go celebrate your third place, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Hopefully, you feel a lot better, man.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, so that's our finishers. We did our race recap. Results for tonight. Cameron Hearn was your winner of the Cactus 130. Brad Slaughter second. Cliff Bolden's in third. Colin Fanber with fourth. Fifth was Pierce Moffitt. Sixth was Paul Irvin. Travis Beckner in the seventh spot. Cody Moore eighth. James Shanewold ninth. Blake Giglio in 10th.
All right, number 11th, Jeremy Horn. Ryan Hartz came in 12th. Garrett Grant in 13th. Nolan Neiman 14th. Nick Trader finished out in 15th, still in the lead lap. Sean Corcoran in 16th. Jacob Bell, the chairman of the board, in 17th. Matt Cochran in 18th. And Danny Ware finishing the only guy a lap down in 19th. Bobby Tinch 3 laps down in 20th.
Yeah, and then a lot of guys having issues. Like Curtis Vollmer, he ended up 21st, 4 laps down. And then Jeff DeLong, Vern Hawkins, Justin Anasagic out there just all having issues. Quinn Newton, Charles Canada, AJ Roderick, Logan Hartman, Zach Swicegood, and Eric Wineland there. That's the top 30 altogether. They just got involved in a lot of trouble. Just couldn't avoid any of the issues going on by.
Going to finish up here. James Litzenberg, 53 laps down. Ryan Swan, 54. Michael Christopher, 64. Hunter Collier, 65 back. Jim Cooey, 67. Hallman was 68 last back. Caleb Steimer, 84. Christopher Buds to 89. Colin Willems, 91 laps. Adam Capps, 107 laps back. Finishing up here, Jordan Martin and Rick Christensen to run out everyone here at Phoenix Raceway here at Avondale, Arizona for the CNC Lodging Truck Series. And I think I need to make sure that we take care of them because I don't think I actually did the CNC. There's our CNC.
You didn't?
No.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
We got to put out them because it's their series. So we'd like to thank the CNC Logging for their support of the CNC Logging Truck Series this season here in the area. Located in Bowling Springs, South Carolina, CNC Logging is your place to go for any of your logging needs. Well, I'm going to try this one. You got good, the big or small, summer, fall. We'll cut your log guaranteed. Did I do all right?
I
That
like
was
the
pretty good.
guarantee. I like the guarantee, but I
nothing
mean,
else.
Yeah, man.
But
you're getting it, Harold. That was pretty good.
But you know, for a northerner, I think I did.
You did good for a
yeah.
northerner. You were excellent, no doubt about it. No
Because
doubt
you know,
about it.
He'll
if
appreciate that
you know-
one. No
you know,
worries.
You know, me being from Illinois.
That's right. Y'all don't know nothing about no South up there in Illinois.
Yeah, we don't know South at all, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a northerner. But you know, like you said, I do have a wife that doesn't know how to do that twang. So
He
I
knows
kinda,
it well.
So I do
Yeah.
know how it's supposed to sound. Just can't make the lip and the tongue do all the stuff like that there. But hey, guys, you know we got it in the second race. We're going to Bristol in the dirt next week. It'll be heat racing. It'll be a little bit different format. I'll be interested to see how the trucks handle. We got Thursday night will be the Xfinity Series. We'll take tomorrow off. Ken and I will be back on Friday night with the Split Decision Triple Threat on all the One to Go Studios social media pages.
Yep.
So-
Facebook, YouTube.
And
And
the Twitch. And if you want something to do tomorrow night, you can check out Stepping Stones DE on YouTube or Facebook. And you can check out our YouTube. And if you want to see how crazy we can get, we threw a whole bunch of commercials up or commercial parodies. They're good, clean humor, though. Good, clean humor. We're both pastors. If you haven't figured this out, we don't do any of the cussing and stuff. We try to be clean and funny at the same time. Hard to do in today's day and age, but we do
Isn't
the best we can.
Isn't it? So
And we may have an announcement coming up through the One to Go Studio social pages, so keep an eye on that as well. But guys, you know, for me and One to Go Studios and the crew here for the CNC Truck Series, I'm Harold Darner, the executive producer. I have Dylan Young as one of the voices and Ken Kushwa. And we'll send you guys on your merry way, and we'll catch you at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's One to Go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers. We'll see you at the next turn.